Hi, this is Adam, and there's all these documentaries and stuff online stating that American food is somehow worse than European food. And I've done a lot of research, and there's no conclusive evidence that points that American food is worse than European food. And every time they talk about food and stuff like that, they're saying, well, because all the fats and sugars that Americans eat. I'm like, first of all, fat is good for you. I know because I went on a low carb diet. The more fat you eat and the less sugar you eat, the more weight you lose. I know. I went on a low carb diet. Trust me, it's simple science. You eat fats from meat, and you eat lower carbs. You limit the carbs to under 60 carbs a day, 60 whatever grams of carbs a day. You will lose weight. Even if you are not exercising that much, you will lose weight. Okay. But what people don't seem to realize is the difference between America and Europe is that Americans don't walk as much as Europeans do. So that's why Americans tend to be heavier than Europeans. But even that's a dumb argument too, because if you look at the BMI index, technically I am overweight. And I weigh like 184 at 5'11. Okay, I used to be in the 170s when I was on the extreme low carb diet, but I just couldn't do the extreme low carb diet anymore, because when I went to the doctor, even when I went back on my normal diet, it was still 5.3 my A1C. I mean, I didn't go like completely on my old diet where I was drinking sodas and stuff like that, like traditional sodas with sugar and stuff in it. I would still have diet soda now. I still have diet soda. Um, so I'm not doing that, but I mean, I'm eating carbs here and there, more often. I'm eating junk food here and there, and I'm still, I'm relatively healthy. I'm not going to go back to the way I was, but yeah, so I gained some weight because of that. But I mean, I'm still healthy. My labs are still good. Everything's still good. So I'm not gonna go completely haywire and try to do low carb forever, because it made me crazy. I couldn't eat any cake or cookies or any of that stuff. I hardly could eat that stuff, and it made me freaking crazy. So I'm just letting you know the truth. But the reason why Americans tend to be heavier is because we're not walking around, because we have to drive everywhere. So if you were walking, I'm thinking if we ate the same things that we're eating now, and we walked, I think the average European walks 5 miles a day. So if we walked at like the average European did at 5 miles a day, we'd be okay. We'd be okay. But the average American, I think, is walking under 2 miles a day. So if we add that extra 3 miles, and it's not that hard to do 3 miles, we would actually be good. We would actually be good. So that's what we need to do, is walk that extra miles. But there's no conclusive evidence that American food is worse than European food. And because they have the same junk food over there. There's no evidence that says that that proves that American food is worse. Like I said, like you can easily just eat barbecue all the time, the rub, and not have you can have the bread, but if you just ate the like barbecue without the sauce, and just had the rub and the vegetables there, and greased it up with butter, and you ate that every day, you didn't really exercise anymore or whatever, and I'm telling you, you would lose weight. Just saying. It's a any low carb diet would do, because when you eliminate carbs, your body will burn fat. I mean, I'm telling you, fat is good for you. Fat and butter and eggs and all the stuff that they were telling you that was bad for you is actually good for you. Red meat is good for you in small doses. Red meat, eggs, butter, sour cream, you know, all that is good for you. Whipped cream, heavy whipping cream. I don't know. Dark chocolate is good for you. I'm just saying. Fruit is good for you. I mean, don't eat it all the time if you're trying to lose weight, but yeah, it's good for you.